What's going on, y'all? I was just out running some errands and just reflecting a lot on my journey within business and felt the need to shoot this video. I'm just sipping this little matcha right here, you know what I'm saying? Just really reflecting on, what the journey has been like thus far and really understanding how simple business really is. It's not easy, but it's simple. And what I mean by that, right, is it's a very simple process. It really is a matter of, in the beginning stages anyway, adapting within strategies that you put in place for yourself, right? So not essentially just doing the same things over and over and over again, but essentially tweaking those things so then you can get closer to your goal, right? But when I say it's not easy, again, this is just one of the things that I've just been reflecting as I was driving. Y'all can see me, I'm just in my car right now. It's not easy in the sense that a lot of the times when you're putting in all this time, effort, energy, and sweat, you're not gonna have something to show for it in the short term. So how do you remain motivated? How do you remain consistent? How do you remain in this state of belief that your plan, the plan that you've put together in your mind, is the plan that's gonna take you to your destination? I think that's where confidence comes in, where belief, where faith comes in, all these different components of what makes a successful entrepreneur, what makes a successful business. At the same time, a successful business really is predicated on the people who are running it. You don't necessarily build a business, but you build the people that are involved within this business. And it begins with you. Of course, if you're the CEO, the founder, whatever, the business can only go as far as you take it. So the business can't be growing faster than you as an individual. And I think that's just like one of the things that I've just been thinking about as I've just been out today. Hence why I felt the need to shoot a video about it. But just during my time now putting together this marketing agency, I've learned so much about, of course, myself, but the world of business in general and what the difference is. I've actually been reading the book You Were Born Rich by Bob Proctor, who to me is one of the people who I look at as one of my greatest mentors, RIP to one of the greatest teachers. The book You Were Born Rich was actually his own take of Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And there's one part in the book where he goes in about the concept of the razor edge, right? And how that usually is the difference, right? Something that thin, something that may seem so small ends up being the biggest difference in the results within a business. So the difference between a good and a great entrepreneur. So just reiterates, man, like consistency amongst all things truly is the key. When I say simple, it's simple in that sense where you understand that you have to be consistent, you have to be persistent, even when, shit seems like it's not moving. There's a certain level of confidence that you have in the plan. It's not easy because there won't always be reasons to remain motivated within the process as things are just slowly beginning to unfold. You have to have a certain level of determination and confidence in the process, in who you are as a person, in your skill set, and then just being relentless in building yourself. As the business continues to grow, you've put in all the internal work. Like that you've put in the time, you've put in the work to be the best version of yourself, to take this business to where it can be. I'm just fascinated by the concept of business, how it really translates into all other aspects of life, how I've been able to take these lessons and really use those lessons from business and allow those lessons to shape me as an individual, right? And I know that as I continue to grow myself, the business will follow, right? So honestly, this is gonna be a super quick video. It was just something I felt the need to speak on just because it's of course super relevant in my own life. And I know there are a lot of people out there who might be pretty hesitant or just a little uncertain as far as the direction that they want to take with their business. Maybe they have an understanding of the industry that they want to be in, but there's something missing there. They're overthinking it. They make it out to be a lot more complicated than it actually is. Just remember, the path will have some hiccups. That's a given. No matter what industry that you're in, there are going to be hurdles. But I think within business, you train your tolerance to stress so you're not as easily overwhelmed. That is the difference. What kind of a problem solver are you? When you approach these problems at first hand, they are simple if you're able to assess it from a very poised standpoint. Whereas if you're very flustered, you get rattled very easily. It's going to be a lot harder, right? Not as simple. So it really is just a matter of training yourself as an individual, building your tolerance to stress, and allowing your characteristic as a person be the driving force of the business. One of the greatest traits that I've been able to acquire throughout my entrepreneurial journey has been focus versus feeling overwhelmed. When you're in those moments of your back's against the wall, you're feeling stressed, it seems like everything's crashing. Are you able to focus on what's in front of you? Or are you going to allow your mind to work against itself? Have you feeling anxious and stressed? Like you take those opportunities within the challenges of business to shape your own perspective. Those situations in themselves present opportunities for you to grow as a person. So then when you are faced with challenges going forward in the business, light work, man. Like you're chilling. You take it one step at a time. Business is an ongoing process, of course, but I really like to think of business in itself as like a hike. Like it was interesting, okay? Like I went on this hike and it was a pretty deadly hike. You know what I'm saying? It was a couple summers back. I remember just being on the hike, metaphorically thinking about the hike as if it were like business. I knew I had a long way to go to get to the top, but my focus every step of the way was the next step in front of me. Of course, I had set out the goal of getting to the top, top. But if I'm only thinking about the top the entire time, I lose sight of the process in getting there. So simplifying the approach to getting to the top by focusing on one foot in front of the other. Because if I think about the top of the mountain the entire time, I'm essentially dismissing the entire process in getting there. It's not going to be easy to get to the top, but it's simple as far as one step in front of the other, remain consistent, have confidence in yourself to get there, and don't quit. So it is that simple. But again, a lot of the initial challenges in the beginning stages is really what throws people off and what has people throwing a towel early on, when it's like, bro, you just got to keep pushing. Do you have belief in yourself? Do you have belief in the process? Do you have belief in the power that is working with you, the power that is guiding you? It's just crazy how all of these things are interconnected and that we're a part of it, right? We're a part of that same power. Overall, I think business in itself truly is a marathon, regardless of what industry you're in. And I'm just happy to have found an industry where we've been able to show growth, where I've been able to demonstrate growth within myself as a person. More than anything, I think it's the unknown that truly does excite me. I'm just excited to keep pushing. Yeah, I just wanted to put this video out as a reminder to all y'all. It is simple. You just got to keep continuing to develop your personality. These core components really will accelerate the business. Like, it begins with you, right? The business can only go as far as you take it. And if you're not prepared to be able to handle whatever it is that the business presents to you, the good and the bad, then none of it matters. I encourage all of you guys just to continue to work on yourself, continue to take care of yourself, and the business will follow. That's all for today, man. Wish you all the best on your journeys. Much love to you all. That's KT, man. I'm out.